Now, I know I made a video talking about Ebony K. Williams with her response and her answer to Miss Ayala's question about would you date a bus driver? But now I want to get more into the actual question itself because it was an awesome question. And that question exposed a lot of people because what it told me was that a lot of y'all ain't really go to therapy the way y'all say y'all did.
My man talking.
And if you did, then your therapist probably wasn't a great therapist because if you went to therapy and went through all your healing and everything like you say you did, you would have recognized that question. That was a therapy question. It was a psychological question. That's all it really was. It wasn't even about social economics and positions and hypergamy. It wasn't really even about all that. It was about psychology. It was a gotcha question. Gotcha. It was one of those questions because all it really was a question to evaluate the order of her thinking. It was a question to analyze the priorities of her psyche when it came to relationships. And what Iyanla did was what a lot of therapists do. Because in the interview, Ebony was throwing a lot at her at one time. She gave her like 3 questions at one time. She was throwing a lot of information and words and thoughts and ideals at Iyanla at one time and tried to figure out exactly what she was trying to ask while she was asking the question. And all Iyanla did was take everything she said and simplified it into one concept. She took all the stuff she was saying and just condensed it into one question and into one ideal that now we can focus on to see exactly where we're going with this conversation. That's all Iyanla did. It was a therapy tactic. And if you've been to therapy, you've seen that before. Another part of the reason why that question was a good question is because it was a humility question. She heard all of the things that Ebony was saying that was just engulfed in ego because all of the questions were coming out of ego, self-worth, self-entitlement, pride, and it was just this smoke of the super ego just inflating on the screen. And I think at that point, Dr. Iyanla was like, okay, we need to bring this down to size just a little bit. Just a little bit. Would you date a bus driver? It was a very simple and effective question. And to be honest, Ebony just got caught slipping. She just got caught slipping psychologically. It was a psychological question. She got put into the therapy chair and didn't realize it. And her response just showed what was at the forefront of her consciousness when it came to that topic. Because now, since we've established what your priorities are, which could possibly be within your belief system, then now we can get deeper into this conversation. Before we go too deep into this conversation, I need to see how shallow you are. A lot of people think it's a random question, but it's actually a very intelligent question. But tell me what y'all think, man. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Peace out.